if I was like a confident person, I feel like that would solve a lot of problems for me. Because if I was more confident, I could start that business I always wanted. I could get out there and, get to know people and network and do this and, be a more open person where I can start any type of business, be an entrepreneur, do the things that I want to do to make money, which would be the other thing to solve my problem and go on like that. But I think confidence is a big thing because since I don't have that, it's like I'm afraid to do everything.
So welcome back to the Rick and Riyah Show. Like I said, episode number 6. Appreciate you guys looking out and, liking, subscribing. Hit us with that SCL special. You know the SCL special? The SCL combo.
What's that?
SCL combo. You know what it is? Subscribe, comment, and like.
SEL? You said SEL.
I said SCL.
Oh.
SCL
Subscribe, comment, and like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had never heard that.
I know we got to do it now. We never SCL combo. And for the viewers that's listening or tuning in, listening, make sure you check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and, tune into it. So I'm going to jump right into this episode, baby, so we can make this thing lit, on fire, hot, crunk. Might be sad. I don't know.
Hopefully it's not sad.
Kind of all depends on how it goes, man. So I'm going to jump into the question that I've been thinking about all week, right? If you had one thing that would change everything for you, like eliminate all your problems and everything that you think would be solved, what would be that one thing you would ask for?
My first answer that I would want to say is money, but I know that's not true.
So you don't think money will solve any of your problems?
No.
Not at all? Not like...
No, because I feel like there's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be something that you have going on, like... There's always going to be an issue where even when you have money, when you have more money, there's more problems. So
you think that saying is true? Like when you get more money, more problems?
Yes, definitely.
So, I mean, I don't know if it's true yet because I ain't got
you
money.
Should know it's true. Where we are now, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
We had way less than what we have now. But now it's like... Now it's more bills, it's more issues now because now we have a house. Now we have better cars. Now we have, it's like it just keeps adding up. And I thought from where we were before in a damn, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment.
Right.
I thought getting a home would fix those problems. And now it's like we have more problems.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like worse. I wouldn't say it's like a worse situation. I think more it's like you gain more and you gotta learn more is what I'm saying. Like you get a house and then now you gotta learn like, hey, I gotta pay property taxes. I gotta get home insurance. I gotta
So it's like it's more bills. That's what I'm saying. Like the more we get up, the more bills that we have, the more stuff that we got to pay. So it's like, it's kind of not like you're making more money. It's kind of still like the same.
So
we're struggling before in a 2-bedroom. Now we have a 4-bedroom house. Now it's like you're still struggling. So it's like, you just struggling in a nicer house. You just struggling in a nicer car. Like, right, I don't, right. Well, when you're still struggling.
Well, people always say, I would rather cry in my Ferrari than
laugh in my
Honda.
Yeah.
Or whatever
I've heard that,
is.
Yeah. And I hear that all the time. Like, I guess that's why I don't really talk about much of my, issues because I feel like from other people's perspectives, it looks like you're being ungrateful. Like, wow, you have a nice house, you drive a nice car, but then you're over here sad for what? Like you're ungrateful. You have everything.
Right.
And it's like,
So that's why.
No, I just cry. I still am sad. I still cry. I just cry in a nicer car. I cry in a nicer house. Like I
Right.
still feel exactly the same. I'm just crying in a nicer area now.
Yeah.
But it sounds like from someone who doesn't know what's going on, like it looks like, okay, like you just being ungrateful. You have all these things. Like you shouldn't feel that way. And that's a big reason why I don't like to talk about, certain things with certain people, because
They'll just say like, well, why
you're
the
being
hell you
ungrateful.
crying
Yeah,
for
you
it?
have everything.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you have everything,
Yeah.
but it's
And
like,
it's like that stuff don't make you happy like that. Like it don't fix anything. Like
I think
internally.
you get like a burst of what is it, dopamine? Like when you first get it, like when you first get a car or you first get a house, like it was all exciting. It was like,
Yeah.
we was deep in it. Yeah, man, we got a house now. We gonna be able to set up this, set up that.
But then it's
and
like shit. Now we need furniture.
Right.
Shit. We ain't got no money to buy no furniture.
Right.
Oh shit. Now we got, cars. Oh shit. Well, if we get a flat tire, we ain't got no money to buy new ass tires. Like
Right.
it's
right,
like
right.
so many things that now you have to add into the house. Okay, now we have to pay for lawn service because someone got to cut our grass.
Right. Then they
We
gonna
ain't
think,
never have that in an
they gonna
apartment. We
think
have
we
to deal
lazy
with that.
now because we don't cut our we'll cut our own
Well,
grass.
we don't got a lawnmower.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to
I
buy
mean,
a lawnmower. That's just like
but not-
$400.
I
Like that's crazy.
I just refuse to cut my own grass. I used to cut grass as a child to make money.
I mean, I would
And
cut it if
gotta-
I had a lawnmower, but
Then I got
don't have
just you did it so much that now it's like, nah, man, I can't do that, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm over anybody that does lawn or anything like that. I'm just saying like I've done it so much that to earn money,
yeah.
that cutting grass for free is like it's gonna hurt my soul. Like I gotta cut my own grass for free.
Yeah.
You should send me some money, dog. I cut the grass, but
But yeah, I thought that when we were in that place, I was like, man, when we get a new house, when we get cars, like, man, all my problems are going to be solved. I'm going to be so happy. And then I got it and still feel the same. So it's like, how much more do I need to get to feel happy or like that I did something?
yeah, I don't.
What if we do get a mansion? What if we do get a Ferrari or something? It's like, and still feel the same. It's like, when does it end?
I think for me, like, I don't think it's going like I don't think material things really do anything for me. Like I was happy to get a house so that y'all could have a house, like the kids, you,
Right.
all y'all have like more room and stuff like that. But a house didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
So got the house. It was all good. I'm always happy to have a roof over my head, like no matter where I'm staying. Like as long as I got somewhere to go and lay down, like it's always good. But when it came down to like cars and stuff like that, when I first had got the two Benzes, I was like, okay, cool, yeah, we could have matching cars, and we could pull up together. And, it just kind of looked like a Bonnie and Clyde type of thing. We just running the city down. And I felt good to be able to do that. But then, like, the car didn't really mean much to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people would be like, oh, man, you got a nice car, such and such, and stuff like that. And I'd just be like, all right.
Yeah.
Kind of shrug my shoulders and be like, and not to seem ungrateful that I able to
and that's what
afford
it
this
comes.
stuff.
That's
like,
what it comes off as when people,
But-
when you say stuff like people be like, "Oh, they're ungrateful." That, like, no, I don't know. It just does not give you that type of happiness that people would think that it does.
Yeah, but I think material things never really like made me like happy like that at all.
I
Like,
think some people. I think it does for some people though. Like,
oh yeah, I know a lot of people that'll grab something and be on top of the world. Like, hey man, I'm rocking the Flyers gear, or I just bought these Jordans, and I'm super excited. But I think for me, it's more of like the process. For some reason, like I get excited like when I'm trying something new, like setting up this whole show with us. Like I'm excited to get this done, and like I'm excited to like edit a video and to like post the content and see what people say. I'm excited to get better at something. I'm always excited to learn versus just saying like I'm excited to go to the store and buy a outfit or something like that. Like like me, like I only own, and this for everybody out there. I only own like 3 pairs of jeans. Like this realistic.
No, he owns a lot of jeans. He prefers to wear only 3 out of the like 100 jeans that he has.
I don't have 100 jeans now.
Like you have a lot of jeans, but you only wear like 3.
You only need
out of
3 pairs of jeans.
Out of all the ones that you have.
You don't need more than 3 pairs. I mean,
So
you really only need like 2
So
pairs
why
of
do
jeans.
you have the other 50 pair of jeans if you only
Why
wear
you keep
3 of
saying
them?
50? I don't have 50 jeans though.
40 pair of jeans. Okay, 20 pair of jeans, but you only wear 3. So why do you keep the other ones?
I mean,
Get
I don't
rid
know
of
why
them
I
then.
keep them. I should probably donate them or something like that. But yeah, like I don't. And then I buy like white T-shirts. Preferably they be name brand. I ain't gonna lie, they be like Polo or. I like that True Religion pack that you bought me too. That was a pretty good.
Yeah, they were
pretty
nice.
Good. Yeah, but
And I was like, dang, what size did I get them so I could wear them too?
you went
And I
on.
was like, dang, I think I got you a large.
Yeah.
You can't wear that. You gotta wear like a medium.
Yeah. So they so yeah, that's how I look at it. Like I don't be more about just like buying things. So going back to the topic, like money, they say more money, more problems, right? But I would rather have more money and more problems because now you got to try to figure out a way to solve those problems. Like I feel like I'm a problem solver. Some people are not. Some people can't. How should I put it? Some people get overwhelmed by problems. Some people let problems, dictate
think that's
everything that
me.
they do.
Yeah, that's me.
And for me, it's like I like problems because now it gives me something to solve and gives me something to be able to build upon and find a solution. That's the number one thing, right? Be able to find a solution
Right.
and provide an outcome to something. So I would like to have the more money, more problems, because then that means now I got more solutions. But the number one thing I would want to have more money for is to like just not have to worry about bills, period. Like that's when you got enough money. When you got enough money to where that you just don't worry about like you don't even look at like when stuff getting paid. You get what I'm saying? Like for example, I was watching this Yachty. I was watching Yachty podcast and he was talking about going out with Drake. And he was like, he know Drake is so rich that he don't even know how the bills get paid. Like they literally just eat or get whatever and they just walk out. He was like,
Who pays it?
He was like, he don't know who pays the bill. He don't know, like Drake never pulls out a
I
credit
guess he
card.
got like a, his financial advisor or the person who takes
I
care of
guess
his money.
somebody-
They deal with it.
I guess somebody does it, but it's like that's when you get to that point where like everything now is just like, man, it just comes out of the account and then you good.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about nothing. And I think once that's kind of settled, then you could kind of like dip into some of the things that you really want to do because you're not really thinking about it as a financial burden, right? So that's that. Now people tap into other things like happiness and weight loss and stuff like that. So you got financial on one side, and then you got happiness, weight loss, and all that on the other side. And that's kind of the things that people try to tap into and why people don't feel like money will solve all their problems. Because money really could only solve your financial problems.
Right.
You get what I'm
So
saying?
my first answer would be money, but outside of that, I feel everyone's answer would be money.
Yeah.
So my second thing would be, so what was the question again? Say the question again.
It's just like one thing that'll be able to solve all your problems, that you feel like will solve a major problem for you. I wouldn't say all your problems. Let me rephrase it and say a major problem.
So my second one would be just to be, if I was like a confident person, I feel like that would solve a lot of problems for me. Because if I was more confident, I could start that business I always wanted. I could get out there and, get to know people and network and do this and, be a more open person where I can start any type of business, be an entrepreneur, do the things that I want to do to make money,
Right.
which would be the other thing to solve my problem and go on like that. But I think confidence is a big thing because since I don't have that, it's like I'm afraid to do everything. So it's like I can't go forward because I'm just holding myself back because I lack that confidence. So I feel like that would solve a lot of things for me.
Just having more confidence and being able to execute.
Yeah.
So
just not being afraid of what anyone thinks, just like being confident that I can actually do something.
One thing I would say is like I'm extremely confident in doing things. And you know that well, right? But one thing I would say when you come down, and it's for people who feel like they're not confident and other people are confident, right? So if you are confident, the next thing you need is execution. So you can be confident about anything, right? I'm confident about doing a lot of things, right?
Right,
but I don't execute on a lot of things.
Your issue is that you have too many things that you want to execute and you do 10% of each thing. So nothing ever gets done.
Right.
Now, if you were more, your thing would probably be like you need to be more focused. You need more.
So, my answer is
you need a better attention span where you can say, okay, I'm going to do this one thing and I'm going to do it 100%. I'm going to finish it and it's either going to be good or bad.
Right.
And then I'm going to go to the next thing.
But you don't
ever get to the next thing because you never finish one of the tasks. You just do 10% of everything. So
and that kind of like hurts you because it
you
hurts me
never,
because I never really put 100%.
Yeah, so you don't know if it works or doesn't work because you didn't do the whole. You don't get to the end. You just like go barely halfway, and like, oh, this doesn't look like it's gonna work. I'm gonna go to the next one.
Right, but I don't think like it doesn't work. I think I executed and it works. Like, cause there's been many things I've done and like it worked out. But I think when I was looking at it, I be chasing like this like imaginary thing. Like I don't even know like what it is. It's just like this imaginary thing that like that I can't just, I don't know, like I don't even know what it is. So it's like hard to even achieve it, right?
Right.
Because let's just say like, for example, I did the Amazon publishing, right? You remember when I did the sounds, right? So those sounds, those nature sounds that I put up there, I still get paid every month from that, right? And I could have went 100% into that and probably built like a royalty business in that, but I just didn't. Like it's like this magical number like I'm looking for. I don't know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I spent $100 to get these sounds made, right? These sounds, and this for anybody if you want to make a couple bucks. We ain't trying to make this all about money, but I made a bunch of sounds like rain sounds with like wind sounds, like sounds that help people sleep, right? I forgot what all it was, like rain, wind,
just like nature sounds and stuff like
that, rain source, whole bunch of stuff. I think I made 10. Only uploaded 6, and I get paid roughly about like $20 a month from those sounds. And I don't know why I was looking for like this magical number to happen to be like, I don't know what it is. So it's like, that's what I think I be going through because there's a lot of things where I done it, made money, and it's just like this magical number that I'm looking for that I don't even know what it is. And that's what stops me from like continuing.
I'm gonna go to the next one. This is
yeah.
The number's not there. I'm gonna go to something else.
Yeah, like I'm just magically
see if something else got it.
Yeah, I'm just magically coming up with something. So and I think like a lot of people who are like me, I'm guessing like they're similar in my field or whatever. That's one of the things that you may deal with. Like it's just this imaginary goal that you don't even know what it really looks like, and you just continuously to chase it. It's like the gerbil or that's on the little wheel trying to get the food.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like
a little hamster wheel.
Hamster wheel, right?
You're just going.
And you just going, and then it's like you never get there because you don't know what the goal is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't even know how how to execute something
Yeah.
and find out like list like exactly like, okay, if I see this, then okay, I'm gonna continue to do this, right? So my thing I would ask for is like, it wouldn't be money because I know money comes and everybody wants money. Everybody just want shitload of cash, right? Cold, what they say, cold hard cash.
Yeah.
And money comes, right, based on value. You give somebody value, you can get money. If you want to make money, give somebody some type of value and you'll make money. My thing would be is consistency, right? And that's what I want to be able to do because I'm confident that I can do anything, but I want to be more consistent in doing one thing well. You know what I'm saying? Becoming known for one thing and then being able to take that one thing and transition into other things
Right.
after that.
I wish we could like swap different characteristics because I have the focus and the drive. Like when I want to do something, that's literally all I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna do anything else. Like everything else is gonna get blocked off, and I'm only gonna focus on that.
Right.
And I could do it. I know I could do it, but then it's like then the confidence is not there. So it's like I can't ever get past that part.
Right.
And yours is the opposite. You have the confidence, you do everything, but then you lack the focus. Like we're like missing each other's piece.
But then I thought about this too, right? I was like, yeah, I have confidence, right? But how well is my confidence? Because I was thinking about this point in time. You remember when I did music, right? I did music. I dropped a bunch of songs, right? And when I look back at it, I was like, I was in the studio, created all this music, got everything done professionally. I'm talking about anything I do, I'm trying to do it at the utmost, highest level. And never released none of those songs.
I thought those songs did get released.
I never released none of them. Like some of my latest songs.
Mixtape.
I dropped one mixtape back in high school.
Right.
I recorded hundreds of songs after that. Like at least like 60, 70 songs after that I never put out there.
Why you didn't put them on the mixtape?
I mean, well, that was after that mixtape.
I remember we did the Salt Life. You did the Salt Life mixtape.
Yeah, but that was the only mixtape I dropped.
So what happened to all the other songs? Like, why didn't you want to drop them?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I never really, because there go again, chasing this imaginary goal.
Because the mixtape didn't do what you thought it was going to do.
Nah, I
so
mean,
you're like, I'm going to do something else.
Not really. I had people like hit me up like left and right about the mixtape.
I remember. So I'm like, I don't remember. But then that was also a time where you were young. You were working. Where you going? I think you was going to school.
Right.
You had just had Elijah. Like, there was a lot of things that was going on at that time.
I mean, it was a lot of things going on, but the music was already recorded. Like, all I had to do was
just remember what
like
I not want to do. Put it out.
I think the only thing that I can remember is
you was performing at places. So why didn't it get put out?
Because I think, like, it was, like, I don't know. It's like an imaginary goal. Like, I just couldn't figure out. And I've been trying to figure out why. I was like, bro, I had all this music and I never really released it. I never even, like, promoted it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, never.
From what I remember is.
All that was from, like.
Doing music.
All that was from, like, people that knew me from my previous songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shows and all that. I was performing stuff off of Salt, like, from high school for, like, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never...
So you can't think of what that reason was. Like, you had all these songs. Why you didn't put it out?
I could only think of, like, just not, like, this imaginary goal. Like, I don't think, like, just not being... Like, I think it was like my music just not being accepted the way that I wanted it to be accepted might be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted, like I was too big on, like, just making a song and, like...
wanting it to be big.
Yeah, like maybe just wanted to be big immediately and then
and you didn't get that result, so you're like, forget it.
not even forget it. Like I kept like making music. Like I was confident in the music. Like I even wrote songs for people. Like I was confident in the music that I was making. It just like I think I kind of got tapped into like that perfection. Like just wanting it to be like perfect or my next tape to be perfect. Yeah. And I like just never dropped anything.
Yeah.
At all. And like it's cats right now that be like, bro, that song was hot. And it's hot. And I'm like, man, I ain't even.
You remember when people had ringtones on their phone?
Yeah,
like
people had my ringtone. I had
your song as
yeah, that's what I'm saying. People had my song as
So
ringtone.
How come seeing that or seeing people have your song on their ringtone at that time, that didn't make you feel like I'm at this level where people are listening, people know what I'm doing, and if I put out more, it's just gonna elevate from there? Like, why was that not your thought process?
Cause like I'm so big, and it's another issue that I think like is the problem that I be having, is that I'm so big on like building like a system, like a team, that kind of held me back. Cause like, for example, like I have the music and I wanted to do music videos, right? But instead of going to pay somebody to do a music video, I want to get a camera and I want to shoot my own music video. You know what I'm saying? When I bought the camera back then and stuff like that. So it's like I wanted to create systems.
You want to do everything yourself.
Or just do everything in the house. Like I have my own video dude. I got my own studio dude. Even remember I bought all the studio equipment, like everything. So I wanted
to make your own beats.
Make my own beats, like everything. Like I wanted to create my own system.
So stop. So you see what you were doing. You were doing 10% of each thing. You wanted to rap. You wanted to make beats.
Right.
You wanted to be the cameraman. Right. All at one time.
Right. And that's what happened.
And
that's probably what happened why I didn't release the music, because it was like...
Because you were trying to do like everything yourself, pretty much.
And that's what I want to do. Because see, the problem is that like people who was around me knew that my music was good, knew that I was getting hot and stuff like that, but nobody wanted to be a part of the team. You get what I'm saying? And what I mean by be a part of the team is like nobody wanted to like think about this, right? If you got a friend of yours, right, and it's for everybody, if you got a friend of yours that's doing music and they pretty good, or they're building to be good, like they might not be great right now, like you can help them with beat selections, or, you know, even help them like, hey man, structure the song like this, it'll be a lot more catchy, right? And then you get a bunch of group of friends and y'all put y'all investment behind this one person. If he blow up, then all of y'all will be good.
Right.
But people don't want to do that.
Of course not.
People just want you to blow up.
Yeah, and bring them with you. Of course.
And it's like, nah, it'll be way more faster.
But people are not going to do that.
If everybody get behind one person.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
And I be trying to figure out, like, why. And I think that was one of my biggest things, too. It's like, bro, y'all know I'm getting ready to start popping.
Well, it's like a lot of things. I'm pretty sure it's, one, some people don't want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
That's a big number. Like, yeah, I could be your friend or they could be your friend or whatever, but in reality, they don't want you to do better than them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why would I help you get to that? If then shit, you gonna leave me behind. And I'm pretty sure that's like a lot of people's thought process. Like, nah, I'm not gonna help them. Like, I'm gonna be here, but I'm not gonna invest. I'm not gonna do any of that because.
But it's like
you're gonna get ahead and then leave them because they ain't doing shit.
Because if you would invest, like, say, one person would have made the beats, one person would have been the cameraman, one person would have been the engineer. That's all you really need.
Right.
But you don't need much.
But then the second thing is work ethic. People don't got the same drive like that as you. Right. Like you're 100%. You already know what you want to do. That you want to do this. You want to do that. Some people is just like, shit, I got other shit to do. Shit, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I don't have time to be making beats or like people don't put their priorities in order. So that one of those priorities would be, oh, I got to make a beat for you.
Right.
So you can get up.
Right.
And people are not going to do that. They're going to put themselves before you.
And that's why I say it's so dysfunctional when it comes down to that, because it's like, bro, if you with a group of people and y'all could team up to do something, it could be anything. It could be music, it could be real estate, it can be, I don't know, a tour business, it can be a podcast, it can be anything, right? If you team up with people and everybody put together one common goal, like you can move way faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Way faster than one person trying to do it on their own, right? Now, the idea behind it is like, hey, let's structure it so that, hey, everybody will eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's start a business. Everybody on the, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on the business, CFO, president, blah, 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 whatever, right? You got 4 people, it's a 25% split. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's invested in this company to grow and, you know, y'all all build together, right? And then the outcome of it is like, you know, if it's successful, everybody eats. And I think that's one of the issues with, like, people just not, like, you sit there and watch your friend do it alone and struggle, and a lot of them going through a lot of struggles, like, mentally too, you feel what I'm saying?
But it's like
it's a mental depression that people going through.
It's like, okay, let's say you have your own business or something, like you sell shirts or whatever.
Right.
Your friends don't even be the people to buy your one shirt from you.
Right.
And it's always like that. Like, y'all are supposed to support what I'm doing.
Right.
And it don't even be your own friend. It be like random people to support you that you don't even know.
Exactly.
But the people closest to you, they're the last ones to support you. And it's so weird, like, why it's like that.
It's like they are so afraid to give you some of their money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
I
you
wonder
don't even
why,
look at me like...
I wonder why. Like, what makes that...
It's just the money wise. It's all, if it's, because see, for example, like, for following somebody or, and that's why I say we hold certain things at a certain level, right? You'll follow a friend on all the social media platforms, right? Like, yeah, you'll follow their business. You'll like their posts. Yeah, you'll do all that because that's free. You feel what I'm saying? And then now you feel like you supporting them. Because it's like, man, I follow you. I like everything you post up there. But it's like, all right, well, I'm like, all right, buy a shirt for $5, $10. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't do that right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got $10.
That's just weird to me. You know, like, I don't know. I guess that has to do with your, not loyalty, but I don't know. I don't know what that's called, where, I don't know, like, like my friend, he was doing he wanted to do this business, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put up some shirts on Etsy and I'm gonna see what happens or whatever.
Right.
And I was waiting for them shirts to go up on Etsy. Like, every day I was checking to see if he had put them up there.
Right.
And it was just one shirt. So as soon as he put it up there, I ordered one. Like, that first day I seen it up there, I ordered one.
Right.
Like, I was excited to order it. Like, it was $25. I was like, that's my friend. Of course, I want to be the first one to buy one.
Right. Be the first customer. Customer. Yeah.
And then when I bought it, he got the email, and like, he was just shocked that I actually bought one. I'm like, why would you be shocked? Like,
because nobody supports.
He's like, no one else got one. I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
nobody else.
You're my friend. Why would I not support your business? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
And that was just crazy to me that he was surprised that I had ordered one. I'm like,
right.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody support. Like, if I had a homie that cut hair, I don't even have hair, dog.
Hey, dog, line me up.
Just line me up, dog. Get my beard right or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one of my boys cut hair, dog. Like, I would go there and, support him, because I know the struggle of trying to do something on your own, especially trying to launch something.
But I feel like I'm like that even with people. Like, I'm not like, okay, I was talking about my best friend. Of course, I'm going to do that for my best friend. But, like, even people who are just, like, friend or acquaintances and stuff like that. Like, I do that. Like, somebody at my job, her husband was like, she was like, yeah, my husband's going to be making some plates or whatever. You know, if y'all want to support, let me know. I bought a little plate. It was like $10. I was like, yeah, of course I'll help.
Yeah. And that's how you find out if it's good or not. You remember
only like 2 people out of everyone there got one. I was just like,
Yeah,
That's
people
kind of
just-
rude.
Yeah, like I said, people ain't gonna
And
really
I didn't
support
even
you.
do it because I wanted the food. Like, I just did it to help. Like, I don't know. I wanted to help or support what they were trying to do.
Right, right,
Because I know she said they were in a situation and she was like, yeah, we're going to start making plates or whatever.
right, right.
Yeah,
Try to
why
raise some
not?
money.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you don't know what somebody's situation can
Yeah.
be. How much stuff you see me buy from other people? You know what I'm saying?
This man come home with candles.
Like I done bought candles. I done
With
bought
food,
like
desserts.
food, like desserts. I done bought like
What else?
man clothes. I done bought
Clothes?
clothes. You remember when I bought Leah that shirt that the black from the black lady, the black power, like Black Lives
face
Matter,
masks.
fake man. I done bought all type of stuff from people because I'm just like I gotta show support, especially
Yeah.
like the black community too. Like
Yeah.
I'm huge on like you know what I'm saying, just supporting black businesses and especially people that I feel like deserve it, people that ain't cocky about their situation.
But I feel like that's just in us to help people. I don't know. Is it because we want to help people or I don't know what it is. Like,
I mean,
but
yeah.
anytime I see someone or say they're doing something, like I always want to support them or I don't know. I feel like I do things for other people that I would want people to do for me. Like if I'm doing something, I would want y'all to support me.
Right.
So of course I'm in return, I'm going to do that for you. That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
Because I would think that I would want people. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are not going to do that for me.
Right.
But I feel like I need to put it out there, like that type of energy. Like, yeah, I'm going to support you. And hopefully when I do something, y'all support me.
Right. Right. And it don't
But
ever
some
be
people
that
don't.
way.
Hell no.
It don't ever be that way, bro.
Hell no.
It's like
they don't.
people just don't. And
I don't understand why, but some people
it's
are
like,
just
yeah,
like
I'm like literally, I would love to see somebody like, it's crazy. I be waiting for people in my circle to do something so that I can big them up,
Yeah.
just so that I could say, hey, man, this is my boy right here,
Yeah.
and this is where he at. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like this is where he got to from here. Like I know this cat whole backstory. I know everything about this cat.
Yeah.
And like, dog, I remember the grinds that we had to grind to like promote or
But then that's like I said, everyone don't have that same drive. So it's like you're trying to put that energy into them, like, hey, you got to do this and you got to do that.
Right. I'm like,
and they don't.
let's go,
they're
let's
not
go, let's
even
go.
on that track. They're over here, you know.
Oh shit,
still-
that's what they doing. Now.
They
I'm
over
like,
here
bro,
doing something else. So it's like you can't force someone to do something when they don't have that type of drive.
Right.
And that's why they always, like people always say, you need to be around people, like-minded people.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're going to get further. Because everyone thinks the same. Everyone is driven the same and has
it's so
the
hard
same
to get
end goal.
around. But it's so hard to get around people like myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know where these cats hang at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
know
I don't know
where
where these
they are.
folks are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to go to those, like, you know, those seminars and who everybody haranguing and bigging up. And then you meet some of those folks.
And they trying to sell you some shit.
Yeah, and they trying to sell you something. They trying to sell you some type of motivation course. And nothing's wrong
But
with
then
that,
wouldn't
right?
you want to support them?
I mean, I would. That's why I say there's nothing
Oh.
wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with buying like any. I mean, I hate this whole idea that people be like, "Oh man, don't buy courses. It's a scam, such and such." All you got to do is just vent the person out. Vent
Man, I
the
be
person
thinking
out.
it's a scam.
But that's
most
why I
of
say
the
you
time.
got to vent the person out. Vent the person out. See what
Yeah.
they got. See what they doing. See where they at in life. Matter of fact, see if that person is living the life that you want to live
Right.
and is doing something that you really want to do.
Right.
Don't just look at the money because, like I tell people all the time, you can make money doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But don't just look at the money. Look at that person's specific life. Look at exactly what they're doing to see if that's something that you want to do. If you want to create children's book, buy somebody that's creating children's books course so they can help you get there 100% faster, right? But just back to what I'm saying, like I don't like to go to these certain type of events to be around certain people is because, you know, people always also put on the front to where like, hey, we all hooray, hoo, and motivated, and then get up out of there. And then it's like,
They don't
they
ever
ain't
talk
really doing
to each
nothing.
other ever again.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or they ain't even doing nothing for
Yeah.
real. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of hard to gauge.
Like the
What is what?
reality.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's hard to gauge.
facade
like people,
that they trying to
like
put
people
on.
just be, everybody trying to make it seem like they're rich.
Yeah.
You know, especially on like
'Cause I
social
feel like
media and
that's what
stuff like
people
that.
wanna
Everybody,
see. Yeah, people want to see
The
you
facade.
in your Ferrari.
So
or
what they
you
say,
in your-
all fugazi, it's all
And
in there.
that's what gets the views, you know,
Everyone
you
says all
doing
through
crazy
thin
stuff
air.
like that. But then half the time, shit, you got to take that shit back to Ferrari because you rented it.
Right. And like I say, nothing wrong with cats that's doing that lifestyle, right? If that's how you make it, that's just how your life is. But I hate the fact that people know it's fake, like their whole life is fake, but then act cocky like it's real. You feel what I'm saying? Like you come off strong, like, hey, this is really how I'm living.
Yeah.
But you know it's all rented and it's
But
all.
I feel like you wouldn't never know, like, what's real or not real. Cause
Like if I was to
how would
rent a
you know?
Ferrari, I would tell somebody. I would do the videos such and such. I'm like, hey man, it's rented.
But if you didn't tell anyone, how would we know it's rented or not? Like,
I mean, you won't know,
People
but
would
like,
think you have a Ferrari, so I could literally just go rent one
but
and
I
drive
mean,
around, make a video. Hey, y'all follow me. I got a Ferrari now.
Right. Like, I mean,
Y'all
but,
buy this course, and I'll let you know how to get a Ferrari too.
right, and that's exactly what cats be
That's
doing.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why this whole scam thing comes alive, is because that's what cats be doing. Cats go rent a Ferrari, rent a Lamborghini, or
That
whatever
reminds
type
me
of people just comes alive, and then they sell a course. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just say like, you have to just be honest. Like people respect honesty. You know what I'm saying? And that's the number one thing like I try to put out there is like, I'm gonna be honest with you if that's what you want. But I know a lot of people don't want honesty.
No, people can't handle the truth like that. It's
But
too hard.
you gotta give them the truth. And that's what I be trying to tell all the cats that I be around now, because it's like, I feel like I'm in position to do things, and cats will ask you for those favors, and it's like, bro, I can't really do it for you because I want to do it for you, but I can't do it for you because I know you ain't gonna do nothing with it.
Favors like what? What do you mean?
Like any type of favors, like, oh, help me start this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yeah. You looking at it from a standpoint of, oh, with my help, it's going to be easy, right? I can help you, but I know you ain't going to work as hard as I'm going to work for you. And that's what bothers me.
And that comes, remember what I was telling you about the, dang, I forgot his name. It was something I was watching, and the guy was like, he was trying to prioritize his time.
Right.
And he was like, he's very strict. He's like, I used to do a whole bunch of favors for people.
Right.
And he's like, now I don't do none of that. He's like, and it might make me look bad or people think I'm an asshole, but he was like, I know how to not take care of his time, but how do you say it? Like,
Manage
his time is important.
Right.
And he's not going to give his time out. He was like, people will call me all the time, be like, hey, can you come look at this business plan for me? You know, let's have lunch and talk about it. He's like, no. And then he was like, it'd be my friends. He's like, and I would tell them no. And the guy was like, why? He was like, because I know I'm going to sit there and I'm going to tell them and they're not going to do it.
Right.
He's like, so why am I going to waste 10 minutes of my time when I could be working on my business or with my family? He's like, yeah, but it's just 10 minutes. He's like, 10 minutes is 10 minutes. Like,
right. You don't get that 10 minutes
he's like,
back.
I'm going to lose it. I'm giving it to you and you're going to do nothing with it.
Correct.
He's like, so I'm not going to do that. He's like, I've gotten millions of calls, friends like, hey, bro, look at this. I'm trying to start this business. Can you give me some advice? No.
Yeah.
Nope. He's like, because when I was trying to give it to you, you wasn't listening. He's like, now I'm focused on doing my stuff and I cannot give you any of my time.
Right.
My time is for my family and for the things that I'm trying to do.
Because the time, I mean, you don't get it back. And that's what people don't really understand.
And then his friends would be like, I'm not going to ask you for no money to start up the business. Like, I just want your advice or I want your thought process on how. And he's like, no. He's like, he's like, shit, I'd feel better if you was asking me for money.
Right, that's what I was just about to say.
Because the money, he's like, I can make the money back.
I can make the money
he's
back.
Like, but the time I'm going to sit there with you for 20 minutes.
I'm going to lose.
I'm not going to get that back.
I'm going to take it. And people don't understand that. I would
He's
rather.
Like, and that's more important than you asking me to borrow 10 grand to start your business.
Right. I would rather, if I was in a position and Cass would ask me, I would rather give you money than to sit there and spend time with you. And because, see, when I'm giving you the money at that point, you should have already started your
Right.
business. Everything should, all that planning and all that should already be done. You should be coming to me and be like, look, everything is set up, bro. All I need is 10 grand for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's cool. But if I go there and sit there with you for an hour, like people don't understand that. You're not gonna get that. Like
Right.
you don't get that hour back.
Yeah.
And that's why I be so happy and so grateful for when people spend an hour listening to us because I know you're not gonna get that hour
Yeah.
back. You get what I'm saying?
And that just made me like, I don't know. When I heard him say that, I was like, damn, that does make sense. Because I remember people always call you and be like,
Right.
oh, can we have lunch? I want to talk about this business I want to do or something. And you always want to go. And I'm like, how is that
Right.
helping you do anything? You trying to help all
Exactly.
these people and you're losing all this time not doing what you're
Yeah.
trying to do.
So how many calls you seen me take lately?
I mean, lately, not a lot, but I mean, you usually be like, oh, I'm going to go meet this person, show them how to do this. Oh, I'm going to go meet person because they
Well,
want
that's
to
what I'm
talk about the
How many
trading.
times you been seeing me do that lately?
Not a lot.
All right, there, because I'm starting to understand.
Yeah.
Like you can tell people, talk to people, walk them through something, and they're not going to execute on it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm known for executing. I might execute too fast. I might pull the trigger on something quickly just to get through it and get it done. Because that's just how I am. I'm wired to like, hey, learn, do.
Yeah.
Learn, do.
Yeah.
Learn, do. Some people just learn and they don't do.
Don't do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they see it, they watch it, and they preview it.
But I feel like it could be fear too. 'Cause,
Fear
I
what?
mean, of failing. I know that's one of my things. Like I feel like I could think of what I want to do, but then I
Yeah.
can't execute it because I'm scared. Or I
But I
think
mean,
it's
like-
not going to work out. So I'm like,
Right.
damn, I don't want to waste my time doing it. And then I'm going to fail.
But
So
see,
then I don't end up doing it.
so the idea is like, you got to look at failure differently.
I feel like a lot of people, I feel like that stops a lot of people from doing things is that thought
And
of failure. And then some people just, I don't know, they just don't want to do shit. I don't know.
I mean, and I get it by failure. Like, failing is hard. You know what I'm saying? I fail at a lot of things all the time. I fail through schools, fail at a lot of things. Like, failure is hard, but the valuable lesson out of failure is that if I didn't start a business, I couldn't help nobody start a business, or I
Yeah.
couldn't start another business, right? So now that I know what all needs to be done to start a business, yeah, that last one might have failed, but I know now what to do. You know what I'm saying? To at least get it off the ground.
Right.
You know, might be in a different field, might be in a different area. Now I know how to do the research. So even though you fail, and that's why people always say fail fast, is because you get to learn faster. That's all it's about. It's like, hey, if I jump in, like right now, if I get into the e-commerce business, right, like I know how to get inventory. I know how to, buy stuff from China. I know how to, come up with designs and stuff like that. Get designs and molds and all that stuff set up and all that. Why? Because I was trying to start an e-commerce brand. I didn't go fully through it and execute it, but I know how to do it because I learned all those steps. So now if I want to dabble back into it and really take it 100% serious, I learned all the techniques.
Yeah.
And that's all what failing is, or just not executing, you know what I'm saying? Executing but not accomplishing the end goal that you thought it may come out to be, right?
Yeah.
Now, don't be like me with this
be like me,
you
kids.
know what I'm saying? With this imaginary number or goal or whatever the case may be. I'm starting to whine out of that now, like, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at things and being like, okay, this is what I see. I want to do it. Things that I'm doing now is like, I want to do it because I'm passionate about doing it. And then I'm going to find a financial way to continue to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you kind of got to be. Like, you don't want to just be doing stuff for money, because I've done it. I've done it all, man. Amazon, eBay,
Yeah.
everything.
Literally.
Like,
I wonder what makes it so scary though. Like, where does that even come from? Like, where does the fear come from?
it's judgment from people. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing it
But
is.
then why do we care so much what people think?
because
Why is that such a big thing?
especially coming from the hood, right? And understand, and this for everybody. I don't want to just say coming from the hood, but knowing folks that's from the hood.
You're from the hood.
Yeah, dog, from the streets, dog, from the ghetto, dog. Like what Cat Williams said, I've been to jail.
Prison and jail is two different things.
Prison and jail is two different things. Yeah,
they're not the same.
Yeah, and I know I'm gonna be out. So they say I know I'm gonna get out. Yeah, so but that's what I know is that being from the hood in the areas, like you're so concerned about your peers and what they gonna see.
It's your image.
You know what I'm saying? From you. Like you want to be the guy.
So I feel like it's like acceptance then. You want to be accepted by people.
Not only accepted is that coming from the hood, right?
Like you gotta prove something.
Not only that you gotta prove something, but think about what we are wired to watch, right? We are wired to watch all the drug dealers, all the kingpins, all the dudes with all the money and stuff like that. So the idea goal for that person coming from out of the streets is that you know what I'm saying? Is that guy. Being that guy, and you want everybody to know you that guy. So if you start something and it fails, you don't want people to know you as a failure.
Right.
You want people to know you as that guy. So we try to take shortcuts, we take bad paths and stuff like that. And the fear is that people will look at you differently if they think you failed at something. You know? So it's like trying to make it to the NFL, to the league. A lot of cats don't make it to the league. Their family look at them as a failure.
Right.
Their peers look at them like, I remember you was so good in high school, bro. Like, I don't know how you ain't make it up. This is the conversation that they hear on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Think about how much depression and stuff that they going through on a daily basis, hearing all this from these folks. Instead of saying like, hey, that was only one path for you. There's multiple other things you can do. You know what I'm saying? You could be an athletic trainer now. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can talk sports. You understand that you can talk sports now.
Right.
So it's so many different areas you can guide somebody into, but guess what we go out there and do? Oh, man, that was so good. I don't know how he ain't make it to the league, bro. Like, I don't know. What's going on, dog? You supposed to be up there with them boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now...
Meanwhile, they ain't doing shit.
They ain't doing nothing either. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing nothing either, right? But... you so worried about the thoughts that they think about you, you don't even respond back like that. Like, dog, you ain't doing nothing either.
Right.
Like, you don't even think. You so worried about yourself and the acceptance of you.
Yeah.
So, and that's what it is. Like, you could be doing extremely well in something, and you know the people that really have hard time, like focusing and doing things that I read is that people who do really well in school.
Do good in life?
No, they have a hard time like creating or doing things because they're fearful of starting something. Because they've done so well along the lines coming up.
That they have to keep that image.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to look at you as a failure.
I feel like that's why I wouldn't want to go to like my high school reunion. Because then people would be like, damn, she ain't doing shit. What you got? What are you doing?
But a lot of them ain't doing nothing either, though. But a lot of them ain't doing nothing either.
It'd be like embarrassing.
But
like,
then,
you was doing so good in school. I thought you was going to go be a lawyer and shit. You ain't shit now. So it's like, I'd be embarrassed to go for people to ask me what I'm doing now, like, in life.
Yeah. But
that'd be super depressing.
I like I said, I know I missed mine because
Because like, let's say if you would go to yours and then people would assume, man, you was doing music. Why we ain't see you blow up yet? Like, dang, you was doing so good. You was performing here and there. Like, what happened? I feel like that would bother me to hear people say that. Like,
I mean, it wouldn't bother me because I understand why. You know, I understand why that I didn't. I just never put out no music.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't nobody else's fault.
But I feel like because you're not doing it, they would think like, okay, you're not successful because you didn't do what you were on track to do. So
And that's
To them, it's like, oh, you failed. You ain't doing shit then.
Nah, that's success in their eyes, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's success in their eyes. So it's like that's what they may know you for, but that's not what you want to be successful for.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So it's two different things now. It's like what people may know you for and what you may become successful at are two different areas. Because you could become successful as you could own a dog shelter, right? Because you love dogs and you want to be able to, nurture and take care of these animals. And you may be the happiest in your life, and that's something that's successful to you.
Right.
But meanwhile, while you was in school, you might have been talking about being a doctor and you didn't become a doctor.
Right.
So now people are like, oh, well.
You failed.
And that's success in their eyes.
Mm.
But you can't let what people think you should be successful at dictate what you are successful at.
But we do.
And that's where the fear comes
That's the
from.
problem.
Yeah, and that's where the fear comes from.
That's why sometimes I'm glad I don't talk to a lot of people who I used to be friends with, just to avoid that awkward conversation of, oh, yeah, like, what are you doing now?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't doing shit.
Nah, I honestly wish I would
I don't
have.
know.
I honestly wish I would have kept more in contact with the people I went to high school with.
I had a very few, like, close friends, I would say.
Right.
That, I mean, I don't keep in contact like that now where I call them or text them. It's more of just social media. Like, I just see them on social media. I like maybe their posts or, send them a, hey, Merry Christmas here and there.
Right.
But not like full-blown conversation with them anymore like that. I don't know. I guess because, I don't know, everyone got their own life.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't be like full
and
conversation. Like, I got to text you every day. But at least to still network with certain people because...
Do you think it's crazy that it's like one day you was hanging out with them and then that was like the last time you ever saw them? And that's it, y'all ain't never hang out again.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no, because a lot of people, like, I knew a lot of people, but I didn't really hang with them like that. And the people that I do hang with, like, I still kind of hang with them, right? Like, I go see certain cats when I'm back in the city just because, that's who I used to grow up with. Now, there's one cat, my boy, who I ain't seen in, like, forever, and I be worried about, like, where he at and what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? But that's, like, only one other. But everybody, like literally, like, everybody that I kind of, like, know. Like, I known these cats from, like, middle school, like, elementary school. Like, so it's like, and then we just kind of all stayed friends and grouped together. And, like, so when I got to high school, we got to know everybody else. Like, we got into these little other groups and stuff like that. But, like, a lot of those cats, like, they were just kind of there for, like, that high school run. And I know them, I see them, every now and then, but that's not, like, I would still want to network with them to see where they at, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to talk to you every day. But it's cats that I knew from, like, elementary and middle school, like, yeah, I would literally try to talk to these cats often if I could versus just not talking to them at all. And, that's just the idea behind it.
Crazy how it's like you spent all this time with these people. You guys used to hang out a lot, and then it's like one day it just stopped. You ain't never see them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, just not seeing them again and just not talking to them again. Like, that's rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like that. Like, you just didn't even, like, they wasn't even like a part of your life kind of deal.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like, well, okay, so for Jermel, I mean, I've known him since middle school. I don't know how we stayed in contact like this long. And I don't talk to any, like, I don't really have any other friends that I've kept for that long other than my other friend group, which was Nelson, Corey, Dolly, Jill.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but one day, like, we used to go out all the time. And then I can't even remember the time.
Y'all was party goers.
But I don't remember the time, the last day where we all hung out. And then, like, I didn't see them ever again. Like, I don't remember when that last time was. But there was one of those days where we all hung out, and it's like, then I just never seen them again.
Right.
And then, I guess we all found each other on Instagram or something, and it's like now I see their lives through that.
Right.
And everyone has kids, everyone has a family. Like, it's just crazy to try to remember that day, I guess. Like, damn,
the last
like we
day,
all just grew up. We all just went our separate ways.
Yeah. I don't think I can remember like the last. But see, and it's kind of weird. Because see, for you, it's weird because like all y'all used to hang together.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we all used to go out. We used to go to people's houses. Like, we used to have we would hang out all the time. So that's like, when was that day where it's like we just stopped and then everyone just we just all went our separate ways? I don't know. It's just weird.
For me, it's like so different because like my friend group, we all knew each other.
Yeah.
Well, we all never really kicked it all together like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was never like that. Like, I'll go and chill with this cat. Or, like, we had cycles to where,
they was not friends all together.
Right, but there were cycles where it was, right?
Okay.
So, like, me, Mike, Terrence, Quincy will all be together one time. And then now I'm over here with Quincy, Ian, and, my boy Evans, you know what I'm saying? And then, but they all know each other.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
y'all
it was never
was
like, nah. It wasn't just like a whole unit like that. And I'm with City, Janado, and Trish, and all them like that. And then that's like a little group, right? We all know each other.
Yeah.
But we was never like all together at one time. And so it's weird your story because
it's like different
so it's like
different
it's interesting
friend groups.
Yeah, it's like interesting to know like all y'all was clicked together and y'all did everything together and then
literally did everything together.
I had certain groups to where like they all knew each other, but it's like certain things,
y'all was separate.
Yeah, it's like this cat want to go do this, so I'm rolling with this cat like that. But
then
it was fun though.
I always think like that was like a very fun time in my life, when I was with them.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And I don't know, I just wish I remembered like what day or what happened where I just ain't never seen them again. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I always think like, okay, I see them on Instagram and stuff, and I'd be like, man, do they be looking at my stuff like, damn, she ain't doing shit in her life.
But what's also weird is that because when I met you, y'all used to hang out during that time too.
Right, because I remember I brought you around one time.
Right, and what was weird about it, what's not weird, it's like, it's crazy is because y'all used to hang around like that, like after high school. Like, y'all was all out of school.
I didn't even know them, and like they went to a different school.
Right.
So I didn't know them from high school. I only knew Jill from high school.
Right.
And then when I got with them, I brought Jill with me. So then it's like that was her friend group too.
Right. So that's why I say it's different because like the cats I know, we all grew up from.
So y'all came from high school.
Before that, middle school.
So middle school to high school,
elementary
after.
school. Like I knew some of these cats elementary,
but
some
y'all
middle
just
school.
Didn't hang out together.
And like we all knew each other, but we just never all hung out together. So it's weird. And what's crazy is about it, like we hung out less after high school.
But why? Like
we was all in the streets, man, trying to get it.
See, we wasn't. Well, we wasn't.
Y'all was
like
in the streets, like
we was
partying.
in the streets.
We was
like,
in the streets,
but we was partying together. That's my thing.
Nah,
and
we
then
wasn't,
one day it just stopped.
We wasn't partying. You know what I'm saying? We was creating parties.
I'm trying to think if it was me, if I was the first one to get out of the group because
you got out of jail first.
No, because I think I had Elijah. And then it's like, shit, I can't party with y'all no more. Now I'm a parent.
Right.
But I can't remember if it was me or who it was.
Right.
But I don't know. Shout out my boy Nelsito.
That's
boy
probably
Corey.
another one we can get into, man.
Yeah. Shout out
to the round table.
Jilly.
Talk about it.
Shout out all my friends that I don't ever get to see y'all no more, but
Right.
I miss you guys.
All right.
So
I guess we'll wrap it
we
up
gotta
on
wrap.
that
We
one.
gotta wrap it up because our we ain't pay our light bill. Shit's turning off. And shit.
All right, y'all. On the next one. Peace.